Hello, everyone. I'm Renata Amaral. I'm a partner at Rossi Watanabe. I'm the head of the Environmental Sustainability and Climate Change practice group here in Brazil. And I have a huge pleasure to receive Carolina Learth today. Carol is the head of sustainability at Santander. And Carol, thank you so much. It is great to have you here. And I'll just jump really quickly to the first question to you. We know that Santander is very strong in Brazil and all over Latin America. We also know that Brazil plays a key role in terms of generating credits, especially from NBS projects. And also it was in the news and the acquisition of WayCarbon by Santander recently. WayCarbon is a consultant that is a very relevant consultant in Brazil regarding projects, climate related projects and technology solutions around that. So tell us a little bit more about how this acquisition will bring even more strength to Santander's role here and to the development of the market here in Brazil. Thank you so much.
Good to be here with you and the audience. As you said, I'm the head of sustainability at Santander Brazil. First, I'd like to say just that our story at Santander Brazil and ESG began 21 years ago. And because of this experience and our innovation capacity, we've been achieving expressive results that generates positive impact in the society. Last year, we made 52 billion reais in sustainable business related to sustainable agribusiness, renewable energy and project finance, ESG-linked loans, green mobility, and all the green operations in capital markets. So we are absolutely committed to create conditions for the growth of the low carbon economy, the carbon markets, through the promotion of the transition of the clients. And as you said, you're right. In the last this year, we acquired part of the WayCarbon, one of the most important climate companies in Brazil that works in three main pillars: origination, carbon, especially but not only from forestry projects. Second, software. This means managing climate risks and creating strategies for these companies. And third, consultancy, helping those companies to define commitments. And why we decided for this partnership with WayCarbon? First, we have a wide capillarity that can help us to connect credit sellers and buyers more efficiently. Santander is the largest international bank in Brazil, and we are connected to the main value chains. Second, that we have taken on main global climate commitments for the financial sector, like Net Zero Banking Alliance, as you know, and we are linked to the main market trends. And it's a part of the bank's strategy to be a reference in green asset markets. Carbon credit, but also pushing up renewables, circular economy, and bioeconomy in Brazil. So we are highly committed with both the agriculture sectors and sustainability agenda. In Brazil, we have a strong position in agribusiness financing, and we are leader in the issuance of CBIOs, the certificates for reducing emissions from renewable fuels issued under the RenovaBio program. We are the first bank to support RenovaBio. So, in partnership with WayCarbon in the bank, we can foster the voluntary carbon markets, ensuring the generation of credits. WayCarbon's expertise is essential for generating credits with quality and integrity connected with positive impact in the communities and the preservation of biodiversity and the water resources, where we have great gains for Brazil's economy.
Fantastic, Carol. We know that Santander is very engaged on not only projects that will enable the reduction of carbon, but also paying attention to the social aspects of these projects and how the the environmental benefits will interact with local communities and bring benefits to all. So that's really amazing.
Yep.
And Carol, in your opinion, as I mentioned at the beginning, we know that financial institutions play this key role in pushing initiatives. And what are the gaps and obstacles that you see to a greater participation of financial institutions in the carbon market?
It's a good question. So the strong interest of the carbon markets, voluntary or not, from the financial sector is growing. So for Santander, it's a transition instrument to mobilize resources or reduce costs to give companies the space to smooth the low carbon transition and to be able to achieve the goals of net zero emissions in the most effective way possible. But today's market is fragmented and complex. Voluntary carbon markets lack liquidity necessary for efficient trading, in part because carbon credits are highly heterogeneous. And also, I would say that in Brazil, we need policies, we need a legal background to develop this market. So we need to decide what kind of asset is a carbon credit, for example, and how will it be traded by financial sector, how balance sheets will incorporate those carbon credits in the companies, for example. So limited pricing data make it challenging for buyers to know whether they are paying a fair price and for suppliers to manage this risk they take on by financing and working on carbon reduction projects without knowing how much buyers will ultimately pay for this carbon credit. So also high quality carbon credits are scarce because accounting and verification methodologies vary and because credits co-benefits such as communities, economic development and biodiversity protection are seldom well defined. So the market is now low liquidity, scarce financing, inadequate risk management services, lack of professionals, lots of things to grow these markets and to develop these markets, not only in Brazil, but in the world and all over the world. So we could be much more efficient in these markets if we can attack or reach this kind of difficulty we still have.
Yeah, no, all very good points. And maybe to conclude, a question that is linked to that is what is the key aspect for the development and scalability of the high integrity voluntary carbon market in Brazil?
All of these points I already mentioned, but it's very important. First, I think it's very important to tackle the main source of the country's emissions. So if we do not attack this point, no market will be successful in Brazil because no one will want to buy our credits. So this is related to credibility and environmental and climate integrity. Second, I think create this legal security to ensure credibility and governance, especially if the credits are registered by a financial institution and traded on regulated markets. Seems to be most appropriate and would provide greater liquidity to these credits and credibility, right? And to conclude, I think once future carbon credit prices become clear and trading becomes more liquid, financial institutions may have the opportunity to offer hedging and derivative products within the voluntary carbon markets to manage these future price risks. So I think these are the key aspects for the development. Of course, I think we have a long way to run these markets, but I think it's possible and we could be leaders in the markets if we solve those questions.
Fantastic, Carol. Thank you so much. It's always great to watch you and to see your great contributions to the sustainability theme overall. So it was a real pleasure, and thank you so much for your audience. And see you in the next episode. Thank you so much. Bye
Thank
bye.
you, Renata. Bye-bye.